Hi, my name is Daniele Iannelli. I'm Italian and I'm working as a general manager in a Japanese fine dining restaurant. I came to Saudi Arabia for career and curiosity. So before I was living in London for 10 years and after I moved to Istanbul. And after 1 year and a half that I was living in Istanbul, my boss called me and said, "Oh, we're having a beautiful project coming up in Saudi Arabia. Would you be interested?" I'll be very honest, I was slightly skeptical at the beginning. So I said, okay, give me a few days, I'll think about it. I did some researches and I had very controversial feedbacks online. So I said, you know what, I'll go for it. And I decided to go, and in a matter of a month, I moved to Saudi. And yeah, when I arrived here, my eyes opened up. You know, it's a very different country compared to what I was thinking. Skeptical at the beginning, but the people, they were super welcoming from day one, and they really make you feel part of a family in a way. You know, I feel a bit like in Italy, because before in London and Istanbul, great experience, but the human relationship that you're having with people, even people that you meet just for a second, they are a bit distant in a way. You know, you need to build up this relationship. But here, the people, they're very welcoming. They come here. They present themselves. Even in the supermarket, some people, they stop you, say, "Hi, what's your name? Where are you from?" You know, they're having this little engagement that, you know, they make you really feel home. You know, it's just a great experience from all the aspects, and the weather is amazing. I love it. You know, this has been probably the best, not the best, but one of the best parts of it. As I'm Italian, it's hot. I really like the weather. It's always sunny. It's a summer throughout the whole year. Jeddah has been very nice. It's really a chill city. It's having a bit the fusion of a small city and a big city. Meaning, it's a big city as there are 4 or 5 million people living. However, there are lots of places in the city, so you don't have to go far away, that are extremely quiet, so you can choose a bit of both lifestyle. If you want to go in a full-on, there are lots of opportunities. If you would like to have a bit more, you know, take your time, be a bit more quiet, chill, you just go to the seaside. It's in the city. It's fantastic. And the food, top notch. First of all, seaside for me is always been a dream, living in a city with a seaside, as I'm coming from the Alps, from the mountains, so I never experienced this before. And so, first of all, seaside, I go there at least 2-3 times a week. I met few people and a captain of a boat, so we go with the boat, you know, once, twice a month, fishing time to time. I love it. And go running in the Corniche, yoga. There is lots of things to do here, but yeah, this is probably what I really like to go as well, to Al Balad in the market. You can see the heritage, the culture is a very different city from North Jeddah to, Al Balad, especially after sunset time. Because in the morning, it's really quiet. Jeddah season is, especially during winter time, is beautiful because they are doing so many events. So there is this year was the Little Asia happening next to Corniche. So it was a massive events with reproductions of all different countries from Asia. And they were doing, there were shops, restaurants inside, there was live music, DJ, they recreated this Japanese park in the middle. It was sensational, very cool. Formula 1 was just happening now. There was a great event. Place was packed. Every year they're introducing new events, and before was only concentrated in a period of time. Now it is spread out through the whole year, and I got many things that I want to do in the bucket list, including Riyadh. Saudi hospitality, it's very similar to the Italian one, you know, very similar. They treat you like a part of family, and they want to make sure that you're having the best experience. The people, they're having high expectation because it's normal, you know, it's part of the culture. It's something that you cannot teach. It's something that you have in the blood, you know. It's or you know or you don't know, you know. There is no midway. And here, trust me, you know very well. So you got a very, very deep, you know, understanding of food, service, and, you know, there is a big competition as well. There are so many big brands coming over, and I think it's actually very beneficial for the growth of the country, because when there are lots of things, new things coming on, you know, you will take something from it at the end of the day. So is on the long term, I think is a great thing. So when I arrived, I met so many people, super welcoming. We went out, they brought me to these typical local restaurants, and this next to Corniche actually, on the seaside, beautiful. You eat, you know, you're sitting on the carpet, low tables, shisha. I love it. You know, it was very, very Saudi experience. And after couple of months, 1 month that I was here, I was working for the opening of the restaurant. So it was a bit hectic. So I left a bit all the relationship on the side. I was working every day to make sure that the restaurant was ready for the opening. And after that, inside the restaurant as well, I met so many people and lots of expats. There is actually a quite big Italian community here in Jeddah. And yes, I managed to hang out with a few people. With many of them I'm in contact, and you know, I'm not going out on a daily basis anymore, but you know, 2-3 times a week I always find something to do with them. Today, as is Ramadan, we're having these beautiful iftar menus. Yeah, please mention it, suggest it. Let's go through it. Every single guest. Yeah, fantastic. Make sure that we give dates, coffee as soon as they arrive. Yeah. All the takeaway platforms are open from 4 o'clock, yeah? So make sure, please, keep an eye on the platforms. Fantastic. When we arrive at work, and usually we arrive all together. You know, there is a beautiful team, there is a beautiful staff. We arrive and we prepare the briefing, we prepare all the details. We were going to talk about what we do during the day, and all the VIP guests who is coming, and we check with the front desk all the important people, and we are always very available and flexible for people. So everybody always can come in, even as a walk-in. So every day the chef prepares some dishes, so the people, they get used to it, the staff try the dish, they know, they feel it. So it's so much easier for the personnel, for the staff, to suggest something if they know what they're talking about and they try it on first hand. So this is something that we do on a daily basis. And yes, after we go around, we check all the tables, we check all the details. At the end of the day, hospitality is about details, because there are a million restaurants. But what makes a restaurant superior is all the little details. Something that when you enter in the restaurant, you need to have this sight of perfection. Everything needs to be in the right place. The lighting, the music, the tables, the mise en place on the table, the chairs, the reception, the toilets, the plants. So everything needs to be perfect. You know, there is no good in our world, it's just perfection. I believe in motivation, but is not everything just about motivation, because motivation, you have it for a day, for 2 days. It's like going to the gym, you know? It's like, oh, I'm going to the gym, motivated. It just is a matter of, you go 1 day, you go 2 days, after 3 days, you don't want to go anymore. So it's about more consistency and determination. So I started this job 16 years ago, and throughout 16 years, you know, you're having time to time things. It's like, oh, maybe I want to change, maybe no. But, you know, I just wake up, I look at myself in the mirror, it's like, okay, will I do another job? No, I just love the job, I love the connection, I love working with people, I love the fact that I'm not sitting in office, I'll be honest, and I'm just walking around. There is always this adrenaline of the service. Is something that is, I really cannot, I cannot stay without. On my free time, usually I'm having my little coffee ritual. So every morning, I'm Italian. It's something that I do probably from when I'm 15. I wake up, first thing, no breakfast, no nothing, not even water. I just go and I make a coffee. Coffee, here there is the beauty of, as I mentioned before, the weather is sensational. So first thing I do, just take the chair out, make a coffee, go outside, just chilling, birds singing. I love it. I just stay there 10 minutes, looking around, relaxing. Do my little meditation. I'm thinking about how grateful I am about everything is going, and then go back home. Time to time it changes. I do gyms, I do yoga, I go to the pool outside. I love reading books, so on my free times, when I have 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, stay outside in front of the pool. It's just like a zen moment for me, And I like to cook as well a lot, so I'm a bit against, even though I'm working in restaurants, I never order in restaurants in general. I go out to eat in restaurants, but I don't really order takeaways. So when I'm home, I'm cooking, And yeah, so I just, I'm Italian, I like pasta, I like, all the homemade stuff. Simple food, nothing too elaborated. I'm just, when there are too many things inside, I'm not a fan of it. So just 3-4 ingredients, easy, genuine, healthy, and yeah, I'm a big gamer as well. I like to play Xbox, I like to play laptop. When I have time, when I'm with friends, I like to go to Corniche a lot. Corniche is this beautiful walk by the sea, very quiet, it's windy. It's hot in Jeddah, so it's actually windy, it's nice, there are kids playing around, I just feel like home family retreat in a way. So I just like to go, hang out, meeting with few friends. I like to eat outside. Being away from home is always being a sensitive part, because when you leave home, you leave a piece of you there. The other part is when you go somewhere else, you don't even want to come back home at the same time. Every time you move, you always leave a little piece of you there in that place. And yeah, the main thing that I miss about home is just, family. We're a big family. I got lots of nephews, got 4 siblings, is cousins. We're a classic Italian family. We're like 50 people. It's many of us. So it's like a bit like, Saudi families. We are a lot, and we used to have always lunch together, dinner together, every day, 9, 10 people. I grew up with this, every day, lunch and dinner, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people, every single day. Sorry, Mom. And, but yeah, so I miss a bit this relation with family, see my nephews, see my parents, see my sisters, and the few childhood friends, the people that you actually grow up with. Apart from this, I miss a bit the Alps, but at the same time, I'm very happy with the decision that I did of living and experience other cultures, experience and living the life in the fullest, just like embracing what the world can actually give you. We are in a generation, we're very lucky that it's so easy to travel around. There is technology, you can still speak with family on a daily basis through videos, so you miss them, but at the same time you're always close to them on a daily basis. The day that I will leave Saudi, I will miss few things. The sun, 100%. I miss it already. Just the thing, the thought of leaving, I just like, oh my God, no sun anymore. And I will miss for sure the calmness of the country. As I said, it's a chill country. People are nice. It's easy to create a relationship with people. To build up this kind of relationship is something that you can struggle in other parts of the world. So it's something that for sure I will miss. And the food. I like the, Arabian foods, all this Middle East mentality of eating, and, I will miss it a lot. And the last but not least, the seaside. The seaside that is in Jeddah is, wow, sensational. It's like Maldives. I like to go with the boats, and there is this beautiful place in the middle of the Red Sea, close to Jeddah, that is called Al-Bayyada. It's like the Maldives of Jeddah. Beautiful. The main similarities between my culture, so Italian culture and Saudi culture, is family comes first in both countries, and it's something that is quite rare, families comes first all the time, and is the meeting people, family, friends, and the hospitality, and people that help you without anything, without getting anything back. It's just a genuine thing. You ask for help, they help you. I had an episode actually it was in Riyadh, where it was my second day in Saudi. So I just arrived, I took a car, I rent out a car, and the car broke down in the middle of the road after 5 kilometers. And I was in the middle of a main street. I was like, oh, what I'm going to do now? So just came out of the car, and truly 1 minute, I had 5 people stopping the car, pushing the car on the side of the road, and they called a mechanic. I didn't know anyone. I just arrived in Saudi, so they helped me out. 5 people, they stopped, and they helped me out straight away. I was like, wow, this is something that's, he actually touched. It was like so genuine. People are genuine, and this is the main similarities between the two countries: the love for food, the love for coffee, the fire personality. We have big personality, and yeah, probably these are the main things. So the key of success, I believe, in Saudi Arabia are 2. One is being able to adapt to the culture and to the market. Because what you serve in another country, maybe you're lucky and people will love it, or maybe you're not lucky and they wouldn't. So you need to understand what the people like, understand the sharing concept, understand this family concept that it's something that you really need to embrace. You really need to change a bit the way of seeing your food in the restaurant. So you need to adapt to what the people eat here on a daily basis. So many dishes, even in our restaurant, we had to twist them according to what people actually like in the country. So we create some dishes just that you will find only in Saudi market. You don't find them anywhere else in the world. We're having branches everywhere in the world. Just in Saudi, we're having some 15 dishes only for here. And the people love it. And I think this is probably the best advice, is just adapt to the market. Don't change your DNA, but you cannot stick with what you came. You need to, change. Dovete venire assolutamente a Jeddah. È una città che offre tantissime opzioni diverse. La gente è molto ospitale, c'è il mare che è bellissimo, ci sono un sacco di mercati, negozi, un sacco di cose da fare. È ovviamente in un periodo di evoluzione, però alla fine questa città, se vuoi, ti può dare tanto. Se vi piace il caldo, se vi piace l'estate, se vi piace il mare, qua c'è tutto l'anno. Piove 2 volte l'anno, se va bene. E poi la gente è brava, sono tranquilli, non ci sta criminalità. Sono un paese proprio tranquillo, quindi vi consiglio di venire. Poi di fianco qua ci stanno comunque tante cose da vedere, tipo c'è Alula, ci sta Riyadh, ci stanno un sacco Dammam, ci sono tanti posti che stanno crescendo esponenzialmente con il tempo, quindi è un posto che vale la pena visitare. Grazie.